Ryan Brown here from J. Ryan Brown Law, and today this is not really a legal question, it's more about a firm and just addressing a question that I get from other lawyers, judges, clients, etc., about kind of what our practice is about and what we do. So we only accept criminal cases, right? On the rare occasion, there can be some administrative cases that go along with the criminal case, like a license suspension or a child abuse registry back before the Georgia General Assembly repealed that. But they're always, all we take is criminal or criminal related cases. And we're pretty passionate about that, and it's something that we take pride in. But oftentimes people ask, why don't you do divorce? Why don't you start writing some wills? Why don't you take personal injury cases, etc.? Well, the answer is pretty simple, okay? And there's a couple of points. One is just that we are incredibly passionate about representing people who the government is trying to oppress, okay? The second is we think that the law is complicated, right? They call it the practice of law for a reason, as opposed to the mastery of the law or something like that. The law is complicated, it changes all the time, and it's not easy, okay? It is my opinion as a lawyer that it is difficult to do many different types of law at a very high level, right? And we are seeking to provide all of our clients with the absolute highest level of representation that they can get, right? We are accessible via text message, via phone, via email, etc. And we do that because criminal law is stressful. People are facing up, decades or life in prison, and the stakes could not be higher. We're not talking about losing money here. We're talking about losing life, right? We're not talking about I'm getting sued for 25 grand. We're talking about I'm facing 25 years in prison, right? There's no money value on that. And we simply think that the practice of criminal defense is too important to not have our full time, our full devotion, 100% of our undivided attention. And that's the answer to when people ask me why. Why don't you take these other cases? Why don't you dabble in divorce a little bit? The answer is my clients deserve better than that. I can't give the level of representation to clients that I want to give if I'm trying to keep up with divorce law, trying to keep up with probate law, trying to keep up with bankruptcy, and trying to keep up with criminal too. No, I want to know criminal law. I want to know it well. I want to know the ins. I want to know the outs. And when somebody comes to me and says, "What do you do?" I want to be able to say, "I'm a criminal defense attorney. If someone is arrested and charged with a crime and the government is trying to prosecute them, I defend them." I don't want to say, "Well, we do a little bit of this, a little bit of that." I tell the people all the time, like if I hurt my knee and I need knee surgery, I want to find a doctor who only operates on knees, right? I don't want a doctor who says, "Well, sometimes I work on back, sometimes shoulders, sometimes necks, sometimes feet, sometimes knees," right? We'll take care of it. I want to go to a doctor who says, "I spend 24/7 thinking about knees, knee caps, knee joints, ACL, MCL. If you need a knee injury or a knee surgery for a knee injury, I'm your guy." And that is what we are seeking to provide in a criminal defense world, where when someone thinks of J. Ryan Brown Law, they think of that is a criminal defense firm, right? When someone thinks, someone I know is arrested, who does criminal work? We want to be the answer to that question. And it took time. We really had to think about it. We had to ask ourselves, why are we doing what we do? But that's the answer. The answer is we want our clients to receive a level of service that's unparalleled, and we are of the opinion that can only be done by focusing on criminal defense, because, like I said, the stakes in these cases cannot be higher. We're not talking about money. We're not talking about anything like that. We're talking about life and liberty, things that when they are taken away, you can never get them back. Because if somebody sues you for 10 grand, you can go make another 10 grand, but you can never get 10 years of your life that you spent in prison back. It's impossible. So if you're facing a criminal defense matter, call us, check out our website at jryanbrownlaw.com, text us, whatever it may be, at 470-635-1725, because we are a criminal defense firm, and that's all we do.